Good morning. Nice to have you here. I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about. I have no idea what we're going to discuss today. I was just on 8 hours ago, so I have no idea. So, whatever. Type in a subject. We'll talk about it. You're still there, Allie. Tell Grandmama I said she's looking lovely as ever. Good morning to whoever just come in. Nice to have you here. It's the Iron Dog Show. Coping alone. Good morning. Well, coming in to say I love it. Well, isn't that special? That's nice of you. Molly Gordon, good morning. Coping alone and Molly, you're both looking lovely as ever. Shallow Creek, how are you doing this morning? Nice to have you here. I seen that post you posted in Facebook there, Molly. You are some kind of special. Yes, sir. Hoping that your death is sex related. Okay. Uh, you're welcome. I read that this morning. I was on Facebook, so I seen it. Sure, sure they did. Seth Wayne, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Anybody got anything they'd like to talk about? Nothing? Oh, speechless today. Oh, I don't know. Uh, I didn't watch any news yesterday, so I don't know what's going on. Other than what I've seen on Facebook, and that's uh, that's about as trustworthy as CNN news. So I have no idea. I don't know. I did see where CNN possibly reported some stories. So, but that's a shocker. Good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever, Bobby. Carry on, jumping John. I'm well. I did a cardinal sun yesterday, there, John. I made me a frittata. Put it in the oven. Got it done. Pulled it out. Put it on the stovetop. Went and got me a paper plate and a paper plate holder. Put that on the stove. Reached down, grabbed the pan, and didn't use an oven mitt. Burnt the living hell out of me. Won't do that anytime soon again. So, but needless to say, it was still good. Took me about an hour after I burnt myself before I could eat it, but it was still good. So, and it was really hot still. So, yeah. Won't be doing that no more. So, good morning, Allie. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Tell Grandmama I said she's a ray of sunshine in a thunderstorm. Well, thanks, Molly. Check out your latest recipe. I'm gonna have to. I still haven't made it to get to your. I said to myself, self, don't ever do that again. Garrett, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, you tell Grandma I said hi, hi. Yeah, I'll have to check. John, I didn't make it yet to watch the last recipe, but I'm trying to. I spent most of yesterday with a ice pack and a washcloth around my hand, sitting on the recliner like this, with a towel underneath it. So I spent the majority of the day yesterday sitting like that. It took about, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours to get the burn to stop. So it doesn't hurt so much today, but I I went to wash my hands and I turned on the hot water and I realized, well, no, you shouldn't be doing that too much. So that's what you were saying. They like that black pepper sauce. I'm gonna have to try that. 4 ingredients. I'm assuming black pepper's one of them. In fact, I'll bring it up right now so I can make sure I do watch it because I'm going to be busy today after noon. I got to run and go get some stuff for the thing today or tomorrow. So paprika sirloin steak with fat chips and black pepper sauce. Okay. I've got her saved there, John. So I will be watching that. Okay. I got it there, so I saved it. They almost drink this. I've never actually had black pepper sauce, so this is going to be pretty cool. Unless I don't know what black pepper sauce is, so. But I'm going to have to try it. So, hand hurts still. It doesn't hurt that much, but it hurts to grab stuff. This cup's so big, so I have to use both hands, even the bad one, to lift up and have a cup of coffee. Yes, gorgeous. Oh, hi.
Hi.
All right. Now I want to. She's got her new cowboy boots on. And so I was singing to her this morning, Boots Are Made for Walking. I said, hey, there's a song like that. So I brought it up for her to watch. She sat right on my lap and she's watching it. She said, Boots. Well, that's pretty cool there, John. Will it go good with hot dogs? Might put that on the card. I do got to make sloppy Joe today, so it's a pretty good seller. We sell about, I don't know, 10 to 15 sloppy Joes, but when you're getting $3 a piece for them, and you got less than $15 into it, you make pretty good money. And when I come home, I probably have enough to. The last time I made it, I had enough where I put it in the freezer and I thawed it out the day before and took it back out. And you bet it will. Okay, I have to try that. I took it back out and sold it on the next event. And I don't know, we probably made $100 on it, maybe. So pretty good. And I still had some when I brought home. Grandson said, hey, Papa, is there going to be any of that sloppy Joe left? I said, probably. Can I take some when we get home and have some? I said, well, yeah. He loved it. So, and we serve it right on a hot dog bun. That way I don't have to buy two different kinds of buns. So, just put in what black pepper you want for the heat. Okay. I got my dehydrated onions done last night. I've got the video put together. I started downloading it. I haven't got it downloaded or uploaded yet, whatever you want to call it, but I will. That's right, you get sloppy seconds. You're a thinker there, Kevin. Good morning there, Big Steve. Nice to have you here. So, Dry Shaft Drew, good morning. Nice to see you, buddy. On your way to work yet, or just getting up for work? So, nice to have you. I always appreciate you when you come in there, Dry Shaft. I really do. Oh. Yeah, holidays this week. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Oh. That pepper sauce sounds pretty good there, John. I'm going to have to check that out. That would be pretty cool. So. But anyways, I got the dehydrated onions done, and sometime Next week, I'm going to do a video on how to make onion soup mix, so you can make your own instead of buying it from Lipton or Campbell's or whatever. So if you so prefer. They put too many ingredients in their Lipton soup, you know. So um, mine basically aren't going to have all those ingredients in it, but it'll be just as good. So, I think it was Ozark. Yes, Ozark. Are you the one that said green beans was good in eggs? Now it's the time of the year to make apple cake. Hey, that sounds pretty good there, Ozark. By the way, welcome, Ozark. I don't think I said welcome when you come in. Sorry about that. But Big Steve, right there, Big Steve Entertainment. He done you a solid yesterday, Ozark. Um, he did a video because you mentioned green beans and eggs for breakfast. So uh, Big Steve, he scrambled up some eggs and threw some green beans in it, made some fried taters, and that's what he had for breakfast, and he did a video on it. So you have to go watch that. He give you props. I don't think he gives you props, but there you go. But I did. I wrote in there in the comment. I thought it was either you or Junkyard that said it. I couldn't remember which one. But then I think I said it again. I think it was you. So, but you have to check it out there, Ozark. And Steve, you had to put it in the descriptions that it was an idea given to you, or that suggested by Ozark Jonkins. So, yeah. We go back in and re-edit your video and put him in there, give him some credit, some prop. Ozark's Jonkins. Oh. Yeah, breakfast is beer in a convenience store burrito. That's right. I was a garbage man. We used to stop me and the driver all the time. We'd stop at a party store in the morning and get a burrito. I'd get a cup of coffee and a burrito. That was breakfast. And it wouldn't be a breakfast burrito either. It'd be bean and beef or, whatever. And we'd have that on our way too. Usually we had to drive 30 minutes or so before we got to our first stop. That's pretty cool there, John. Yeah, Ozark. I'm doing good, Gareth. How are you doing? Oh. Gene just sent me some pictures. I have to check that out. Excuse me. Huh. I'll show you guys. I'm sure you won't mind. Gene made doggy dishes or whatever to feed and water your dog. Pretty cool. There it is. It's time for coffee. Have you hugged your pot today? That's right, Gene. John Franco, good morning. Nice to have you here. Bama Grits, you are looking lovely as ever. You are a ray of sunshine in a tropical storm. That's right. Make sure you thumbs up and share the live show. That's right. I I, I was showing the thumbs up and stuff again, but we had an ass clown that keeps every time I do it decides they want to come in and you know sabotage my videos or whatever, my live streams. So um, if I don't show it, they don't, I don't get them. For some reason, if I show them, they want to thumb down me. So, uh, all right, there, Kevin. Where are you going to get a burrito and a beer? Breakfast time? Well, thank you, Bama. Did you notice? Shave. Yeah. That doggy dish does look good, Gene. So, Kevin would take 4 of them. And for those that are in here that don't know, Kevin Miller 1 is actually my twin brother. So if you don't know it, you do know it now. Twice as sharp as an attack and twice as sticky. That's right. Yeah. 802 Vids, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. You're a ray of sunshine in a tornado. Yes, you are. How you doing, Chris? Nice to see you here, man. I got to get back and seeing, watching some of your live streams and stuff. By the time I do anything anymore, I just don't have any time. So, I'm so tuckered out at night when I get to, when I go in and retire for the night, I'm lucky if I get to watch a show that I sit down for, No. But I do miss coming into your live streams. I do, because I have all sorts of fun when I get there. Yeah, I'm a twin. Yeah. Kevin Miller is my identical twin brother. He is 8 minutes older than me. But don't you have is your twin a brother or a sister? I thought, didn't you tell me you had a sister? You're 4 minutes older than him? Okay. Now you guys maternal or identical? Now here's a thought for you guys. Well, that's cool, Chris. That's cool. Here's a thought for you. Okay. What if Bruce Jenner had an identical twin? How would he explain that? How would his brother explain that? Yeah, that's my identical brother, Caitlin. That would be funny. By the way, everybody, Wheaties are great. Eat them for 20 years and then stop. Okay? Don't go any longer than 20 years. Look what it did to Bruce Jenner. Excuse me while I powder me nose. Hey, Gene, I got a table for you to fix. I burnt the living hell out of her yesterday. Good morning, Kevin. Oh. All right, there, 802. You have yourself a great day, man. Thanks for stopping. I really appreciate it. Looks like the first time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to, I don't know, if I keep the table, might sand it down and do like Bama Grit said last night, paint it with chalk paint. I think that would actually be cool. And then have the grandkids or, do some chalk on it. And then um, uh, polyurethane, spray polyurethane so it stays there forever. I think that would be cool. Or I could black chalk this, black paint, chalk paint spray this, and put a purple dot right in the center, hang it on the wall, and sell it to a museum for $1 million. I don't know what I'd call it. I'd probably call it Universe. They'd buy it. They have no sense of reality, anyways. They think it was Earth. Well, I don't know if I want. I want to go into that much work there, Gene. I might scuff her up in black painter and probably put the clear epoxy on it. But I think it'd actually be cool, if the grandkids chalk on it, put their name, draw a picture or whatever, and then clear epoxy over top of it so it's there forever. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Yep. After you let them chalk on it or whatever, you take it out, spray epoxy it or whatever, make it nice and pretty. Well, I guess I better go make a cup of coffee or make a pot. I'll be right back. morning, all I gotta do is, later. Try to go get water and make, something. Where's that back? Huh? It's not sitting. Well. Sorry about that. Oh. I'm going to be in Cement City. I've got a hot dog event. I don't know what time it gets over with, but should be home after around 2 o'clock. Hopefully, I'll be home by 2 o'clock. Starts at 10. So. Yeah, I bet you can. Lewis Road, Cement City. Go right up 127 till you get to Lewis Road, hang a right, and look for the auction signs. Okay. All right, I have to Google that, Dama. Thank you. Just a second. I'll find it while you're still here, Kevin. I'll give you the address. It is 18301 Lewis Road, Cement City. Go north on 127 to Lewis Road, then go east 0.8 of a mile. So you're going to go right, and then follow the driveway half a mile back. Plenty of parking. So the guy's going to have African and wildlife mounts, 4 bear mounts, 1 bear skin, 3 turkey mounts, black Hawaiian ram mounts, blue wildebeest mounts, spring buck full mount, bush buck full mount, ram mounts, kudu mounts, all this stuff. There's going to be a lot of hunters there, and so hopefully it'll be a good auction. So. So, actually, being it's going to have all that wildlife and stuff up there and the hunters and stuff, I wish I could afford it. I would have made the sloppy Joe out of venison, ground venison. That would go over good with all them people. You have to sell it for $5 a sandwich because I was at a meat market yesterday and 1.5 pounds of ground venison was $8. So, pretty expensive stuff. This guy was a big game hunter and stuff. He's got tractors, everything, a whole bunch of stuff. I can tell you what all he's got. Um, I tell you what, I won't just tell you. I'll show you. So, and you can call in bids. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll give you guys' phone number. You can call in and tell them what you're willing to bid for whatever you're looking for. This bear right here's got that look on his face. Don't hit me. Please don't shoot me. It's an estate sale. They're selling everything. Guy has a lot of stuff, man. Cast iron kettle, diving helmet, 66 Ford Bronco, no title, but I guess he got everything. There's a bunch of tractors. Corvair motor with a transmission. So, 2x4s, I think there's 39 of them. A lot of stuff, man. I got one of them in the garage right here. One of them, I don't know what you want to call it. It's a sickle, but it's for cutting, I think chopping wheat. I ain't for sure. But I got one. I bought it for $2 years ago. Pretty interesting. A bar, it looks like. I've always wanted one of them. I had one years ago. I painted it all up because I wanted to put it outside and run a pump in it, and let the water run into a bucket and recirculate. And I had a garage sale and it was sitting on the shelf in my garage, and somebody's come in and said it's not really for sale. And I give like $2 or $3 for it, painted it all up, and they give me 20. So, it was for sale then. But that was 15, 20 years ago. So look at all this stuff, man. Guy's got lots and lots and lots of stuff, man. Gene would be happier than a lark with all this stuff. Look at all that woodworking stuff there, Gene. I know you're getting goosebumps, ain't you, Gene? Getting all giggly, ain't you, Gene? Fishing equipment. There you go. Sorry about that. Lynn Lichty is the auctioneer. Yeah, it looks like a good sale. How you doing, Maria? You're looking lovely as ever. Venison in my freezer. There you go. There you go. There, dry shaft. Yeah. Boss Lady Lexi, good morning. Nice to have you here. Kim Fife, good morning. Arizona Ghostwriter, good morning too. If I didn't say it, Jose. Yeah, need a bigger one for moonshine. That's right. See, I told Gene would be in heaven. He's all giggly now. He can't even type. Wow. Too bad you weren't closer, Gene. Well, you know, if you left Maine right now, you could be here tomorrow morning by the sale. But if I'd have thought about it and I could have afforded it, I would have made sloppy joes of venison, because you know damn well that auction's going to be full of hunters and woodworkers. There's going to be a few farmers there because of the tractors, and there's going to be ladies there for the indoor stuff. But there's going to be a lot of hunters and farmers there, or hunters and woodworkers there. No. I don't know if you've seen it or not, Kevin, but I burnt the living hell out of me last night or yesterday afternoon. See that burn mark right there, and right there, and down through here? I made me a frittata, put it in the oven, baked it at 420 degrees for 25 or 30 minutes. I can't remember how long. Checked on it. It was done. Pulled it out of the oven, put it on the stovetop, went and got me a paper plate and a paper plate holder. Come back, put the paper plate holder on the stove, and then grabbed the handle of the pan. Idiot. Yes, sir. And it let me know right then and there that, ooh, you shouldn't have done that. I love you too, Kevin. You have a great one, man. See you later. Yeah. So, a plow plane? Let me see. Oh. Oh. I thought maybe I'd check it out, but I don't have one, so. Yeah, that ain't very smart, is it, Arizona? No, sir. I have a hot dog cart, so we can. Congratulations. Go put them up. That's funny. uh, so, yeah, how about we do hot dogs, um, sausages, coffee, pop, water, hot chocolate once in a while. I didn't do hot chocolate this year. We did it last year. It went over okay, but you know, it's not a real big seller, especially when there's not a lot of kids around. So, but and then I do Sloppy Joes. So I'd like to do change it up and do like uh, do afternoon shows or something like that, and do tacos or nachos. Because I can buy the taco meat already made and everything. All I gotta do is throw up my steam table and warm it up. I can buy the lettuce shredded up, the onions shredded up, the tomatoes diced, and the cheese. And all I gotta do is sprinkle some, and I can buy individual nacho chips or, you know, the hard shell tacos or soft shell, whatever you want to say. You can buy all that already prepared. All you gotta do is just put it together. You just got to go down to the health department and tell them I want to switch my menu and do this. It's all prepared food. So same thing as a hot dog cart. So did I say it? I know I said hi. I don't think I said it though. Boss lady Lexi, you're looking lovely as ever. So if I didn't say it, I said it now. So well, Gene, if you can't find it cheap enough, well, maybe you better just buckle down and pay for it. I know that's fighting words right there. I know. Make my breakfast for the wife and myself. So I'll be on for another 2 hours and 8 minutes there, Dry Shaft. All right. I'm doing okay, boss lady. Thanks for asking. So, how are you doing? All right, there. Y'all come back now, you hear? Oh, grandkids, aren't they special? Huh? Nothing? No, don't be doing that. Oh. What's for breakfast? I don't know. I might make some eggs and stuff for breakfast this morning for everybody. I damn sure ain't gonna grab the handle without a pot holder. I can tell you that. I thought about the Mexican corn, but if I'm gonna do that, your best thing to do is grill it. I wouldn't do it on the cob. I would do it, um, already, just corn off the cob, frozen corn or whatever. And I would, you got to have a grill to do it and stuff like that. I thought about it because Mexican corn sells. It does. People like it. That's right. Oh yeah, it's still sell. Right. You could do it in a steam table, but it wouldn't give it that charred, taste that you're looking for. And that's what you got to do. You got to char it. So you put it on a flat top or something like that, and get it crisp up on one side or whatever. Not burn, but give it a char. So yeah, you can tell me. I just learned a new icon. Oh, um, the arrow. Well, you're one step ahead of me because I don't even know where you got it from. Fried bologna. There you go, Gene. I got some treat in the refrigerator. Emojis, or I don't know what they're called.
Harley out here and said,
Yeah, you're right. As long as it's good, and hot. Yeah. So, I think the sloppy joes will go over good tomorrow. Plus the sausages, So I got they're quarter-pound smoked sausages. So that's actually a meal by itself, And we do get people that order two of them at a time, I'll take two of them. Okay. So. Good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. So I got to run and get donuts in the morning. So. And ice. I got to get a bag of ice. So you wouldn't think you need ice, but you got to have ice. So. Especially when it's 38 degrees, you got to have ice. Yeah, there you go. Now, you guys like casing hot dogs? The ones with natural casings on them. You guys like those? All beef. Do you?
what?
Like a casing hot dog, all beef?
What are you talking about?
Because I love you. I'm asking you.
Shut your mouth to me.
Do you like them? Because I can buy 5 pounds.
No, I don't.
Okay, because I can buy them cheaper than I can buy the regular hot dogs at Gordon's. Hey, I love liver and onions. So, save me a plate there, Ozark. Her contest is over yesterday. I didn't get it done there, Dirty Dog. I went upstairs looking for the costume I was supposed to put on, and I couldn't even find the containers that the costumes are in. So Um, so I didn't compete in the Halloween costume. So, if you was any better, you'd be Iron Dog. There you go. Road trip for work, fun, and adventure. That's from Idaho Hillbilly. Buy the cheaper ones and dress them up. Well, when you buy the cheaper ones, you know, well, the casing dogs they're a good hot dog. They're made by Dearborn Sausage, which is a good company. They just I've got I don't know 15 or 18 pounds of hot dogs right now in the freezer and the refrigerator. If I didn't have them, I would buy those. So it's getting towards the end of the season. I really don't want to keep a bunch of hot dogs in the refrigerator or in the freezer. You don't have leftovers, you only have hangovers. That's good. Hot dogs there, Kevin. Oh. Well, I try to sell. That's right. We both love liver and onions. I try to sell as many local products as possible. We try to sell as many Michigan products as we can. And the Dearborn sausages are made, or Dearborn hot dogs are made in Michigan. Um, I don't know. I might run over there and get a 5 pound bag today and, you know, cook up a few tomorrow and see if people like them. Hang around. um, your German Shepherd? Yeah, about a month ago, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, I bet. Now I tried to buy Kogel hot dogs, and they don't sell an all beef uh, with a skin on. You know, but they sell all beef without the skin, but not with the skin on. They don't sell an all beef, so I didn't go with them. I don't know. Trying to be a lap puppy. He just wanted some love. We used to have a black Mancoon kitten. Now that cat, we got him, and we got him on the 6th of April. The 7th of April, I went in for surgery for a kneecap or for a knee replacement. I come home, And that cat come up to me and he wanted to love on me, a little kitten. So I pick him up and I love on him. All of a sudden he starts biting me. Well, I figure, he's just playing. Well, it kept on going. He kept getting bigger and bigger. He'd scratch me and he'd bite me, and you know, and I don't know what it was. He wouldn't bite anybody else, but he'd bite me. He'd climb right up on my shoulder and just sit there and lay down. All of a sudden, bite me on the neck. So my brother come up and said, him and his wife were there, and he picked him up, and that cat just sit there and loved on him, wouldn't do anything to him. I said, I don't know what he did. I did to him. I've never done a damn thing to the cat, except for pick him up and love on him, and give him a bath. That's probably why he got upset with me. But his name was Bear, and you can go way back in my videos and you'll see it. Bear, the meanest cat alive. So, but Kevin said, well, we'll take him. So we're not going to give him away. And about a week later, I said, yeah, because I was getting cut up so bad that I was on warfarin, and I was bleeding like a stuck hog all the time. So cats, let's get rid of them, because I couldn't afford to be cut up and bleeding like that, So they come and got him. He said, the nicest cat you ever seen. He plays with the other cats and the dogs and stuff, and he jumps on Kevin's lap, and he just wants to be loved. So I don't know what I ever did to him. Never did nothing to the cat. So he just did not like me for some reason. And I'm a likable person. Her name's Ford. She's not a Chevy. She's a Ford. Now, if that had been a Great Dane you're building before, you'd have to put that thing up 2 feet in the air there, Gene. It's supposed to be how many days until Christmas? And I got to get a piece of chalk so I can start writing down. Because starting right after Thanksgiving, I'm going to start using the cup every day until Christmas. So then I'll probably use it until New Year's Day, and I'll start writing 365 days, 364 days, But I bought the cup, brand new. It had never been used. It still was in the wrapper. At the Goodwill thrift store for $1. It holds a half a pot of coffee. In fact, this last cup of coffee, there wasn't any coffee made, so I took a handheld strainer, put a filter in it, put a scoop of coffee in it, put it over the coffee cup. Then I got this hot water pot. I turned that on, poured that through the filter, and I made my coffee while I was making coffee for everybody else. Johnny Five Nicholson, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you, man. You're done? Okay. I really do love you. Never heard of love, but that's okay.
I just eat all my cereal.
You ate all your cereal?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. You got your little foster brother? Oh.
Oh, no, no, no.
I don't think she had to be playing with those. Funny times. There you go. Now, how old is your little foster brother? Tim's World, good morning. Nice to have you here. Oh, that's cool. 12 years old. All right there, Ozark. You go and enjoy liver and onions tonight. Make sure you don't, well, enjoy the beer. Make sure you don't get drunk on the liver and onions. I know I'm in there somewhere. Good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. Internet not working this morning? Or did you sleep in? You don't see the brothers here today? You slept in? Okay. Who are you talking about? What brothers? Are you talking about the brothers that I blew up on the other day? So, just rolled out? Well, that's okay, Junkyard. At your age, just getting up every morning's a chore. I'm reading. Oh, yeah. Well, one of them's in here, or was this morning. The other one hasn't showed up today. So, I think we pretty much got that taken care of. So, how's your internet working there, Junkyard? Any better today? Them tech monkeys get it fixed yet? I'm sorry, but I'm looking for something here. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. I just was. Somebody said something the other day, and I was thinking about it. Someone checked it. Hey, Brandy, it's Brandy. Everybody, it's Brandy. Good morning, Brandy. Yeah, it's. I've got rheumatoid arthritis really bad, and it's starting to hurt. So it feels better when I put pressure on it. So. As if you can tell, and fingers are getting it now. So. Yeah, November 6th. That's right. Well, I'm glad it's working okay for you there, Junkyard. Rick, good morning. Nice to have you here. That's right. And there's plenty of them, ain't there? All right, well, that sounds pretty cool. Uh, sorry, I got somebody messaging me. Oh, I bet you are. Pusa. Good morning. I went to see your live stream the other day, and because it said you were on, and when I got there, you weren't on. And I don't know what the deal was, but or it was something that was scheduled for the next day or something, but it kept showing you he was on. So, but I'm glad you're here, Pusa. Nice to have you here. So, World Series. Huh. Is that something? World Series. Oh, you're talking about baseball. Well, at least they don't kneel. So, yeah. I'll have to check that out there, Pusa. I got your bell rung, but I'm not getting any notifications from you. So, but I was running in my homepage, and I went over to see who was all live, and it said you were. So I went over, and this was I don't know, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon the other day, and I went over and clicked on it, and it said 7 p.m., but it said it was scheduled for the next day. I said, well, how come is it showing that you're live? But I don't know, maybe because it's all this technology that YouTube has that they don't fix. So. Yes, I've heard of the World Series. Yeah, yeah. Are you going to the VidCon this year? Um, the YouTube convention? I highly doubt it. I'm just, I'm just a spoke in a big wheel. I'm not, no, I'm nobody special. So, a lot of them guys are going that, they got 150, 200, 300,000 million. So, if that's what you're talking about is the YouTube convention or whatever they're talking about. So. Um, are you talking to me, Jose? Oh, that's pretty cool, Pusha. Well, thank you, Johnny. That's right. I'm just a shy, humble country boy from Michigan. That's right. All right, there, David. You have a great day. Um, I'm not a fan of either one of them, really. I'm a Tigers fan if I do watch baseball. So, probably Dodgers. Richard Palmisano. Good morning. Nice to see you here. 60 days until Christmas. Wow, that's right. And there you go. I grew up in a little village. There was probably 175, 200 people in the village. So there wasn't very many people lived there. Probably 60 houses total. 2 or 3 houses per street. I have no idea. 800 people in your class for school? We had 61 kids in our senior class. So, you're right. Wisconsin Greg, good morning. Nice to see you here. And maybe we grew up in the same town. I don't know. Did you grow up in Michigan? So, Kathy come from a town about the same size, so our village about the same size. She lived outside the village, but she lived out in the country. I didn't actually live out in the country. We lived in the village, but we had horses, chickens, pigs, sheep, ducks, turkeys. Sleestack, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time, brother. Yeah, the guy that won the lottery don't have to worry about a budget for Christmas, does he? From South Carolina, I heard. Well, it's nice to see you, Sleestack. It really is. Well, if you guys all excuse me for a few minutes, I have to go to the little boy's room. Nature calls, and I'm going to get me another cup of coffee, but I'll be back in just a few minutes. Y'all feel free to talk about me because I know you will. Well, big congrats there, Dry Shaft Drew. 5,000. So, pretty cool, man. Fellow Canuck. Abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans. I didn't know there was a Six Flags in New Orleans. Oh. Big Steve was here. I think he went back to bed. Paging Big Steve. Paging Big Steve. Big Steve, are you here? Paging Big Steve. Big Steve to the office, please. Big Steve to the office. I don't know. He went to bed last night at 6:30 his time. So, because it was 9 or 8:30 my time. So, well, I'm going, yeah, it was 9:30 my time. He said, yeah, I'm going back to bed. I'm tired. So. No. Well, he's just a kid, man. There you go, Ozark. So, he said he liked it. I've never tried it, but I'm going to have to try it. So. I got a lot of stuff to get done in the next few days. I got like 45 pounds of green beans that are already packaged. They're packaged in 8-ounce packages. They've already been washed and cleaned and everything. They're ready to eat. I got them all give to me. I got like 17 boxes with 6 packages in each one, and each package weighs 8 ounces. So that's 3 pounds a box. So I want to can them, and I'm going to put some smoked pork chops in the jars with them. So it won't take long to can them, or to do it, to put them in the cans, because you just snip the end of the bag open, put it in the jar and pull a bag out and throw a piece of. I want to put a couple of, bags per jar. I think I can get 2 bags into a pint jar. So I'd rather do them in pints than in quarts, because I believe I can do 21 pints in my canner, maybe more. But I can't do, I think I can do 3 high in my canner with pints. I ain't for sure, I got to check. But I can only do, if I put quarts in there, I can't do pints and quarts on top of one another for some reason. It's just too tall. Maybe it's only too tall, or I can only do pints too tall. But, you can put a bunch of pints in, per layer. That's right, green bean casserole. I love green bean casserole. All right, man. Dry Chef, you have yourself a great day, man. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming in and spending your day with me. Well, I want to get away from freezing or putting stuff in the freezer. That's what I want to do. I'd rather put everything into jars down in the pantry. That way, power goes out, you're not worried about losing stuff. And I do have I got turkey fryers out there and stuff, and I do have a bunch of empty jars. And if I did lose power, I could take the empty jars and can the stuff that's in the freezer. But I'd rather, this stuff I don't want to put in the freezer. I want to can it and get it out. So, if I ever tried to make jerky, I have never tried to make jerky yet. I got the stuff to make jerky. I just never have done it. Just one of them things I want. When I do it, I want to do it. I got to research it, and I've got a couple of pork butts out there that are frozen in the freezer. I want to get those out, thaw them out, take all the fat off them, grind them up, and make jerky with them. So. I've got casings and I got everything. I just have not done it yet. And I guess what I'd actually be making would be sausage. All right, Richard, you have a great one, man. You have a great day. Be careful out there. We'll see you later. Tell the missus I said hi and she's looking lovely as ever. I got a smoker. I've got dehydrators, so I can make jerky on a dehydrator. I've got 3 dehydrators, 2 5 shelves and 1 20 shelf. I could make jerky on that. I could smoke sausage. I can smoke jerky. Right. I've got a small pressure cooker upstairs. I think it's a little 4-quart or 5-quart pressure cooker. That would be cool to do, that kind of stuff in there. But you put a potato in a microwave for like 3 or 4 minutes. That softens it up enough to where you can cook it in a hurry. You too, fry it in a hurry. Don't take very long to fry it. I can't do that on the cart. I can't sell those on the cart. So it's got to be USDA approved, and that would not be USDA approved. So. That's pretty cool. Good morning, Tammy Sprinkle. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. I would love to get one of them air fryer ovens. The ones that open up the door and you got 3 shelves in it and you can put stuff in there to air fry. I've got them cyclonic cookers and all that other stuff, and they do a good job. That New Wave Best chicken breast I ever made was in a New Wave. You know, it's got the big clear plastic dome that you know put over it or whatever. David Hume, good morning. Nice to have you here. But it's so big and you got to, you know, there's so much to clean. It's not worth it. I've got two of them actually. So I got one out there in the garage it's got the glass bowl, which you can actually make soup and chili in. And I got the other one that's got the glass top or the plexiglass top that you put down on it. You're welcome. Did you see my Dutch oven chili video there, Ozark? I'm sure you like chili. Yeah, it's a lot safer than the old stovetops. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it blowing off, you know. If I'm not busy tonight, Pusa, I will make sure I get to your channel tonight. Yeah, I got your bell ring. So, but I'm not getting a notification for some reason. So set the reminder. Okay. I got the reminder on. That is for 10:26 at 7 p.m. You got two of them in here, 10:26 for 7 p.m. I got both of them on. So. Dawn and her uke. I'm assuming that's a ukulele. I tell you what, Ozark, if you love chili, you're gonna love that, man. That was some good chili. You make it with pork when the kids are home? I made this with the Dutch oven one. I made it with a pound of regular hamburger, 80/20, and a pound of chili spiced hamburger, ground beef, 80/20. And I fried those two up. I had about a pound of beef tips that I had cooked about a week before, and I put them in the freezer. And what I did is I chopped them up nice and fine. And after the hamburger was done cooking, and I put some beans and the tomatoes and stuff in it, I threw them beef tips in there to let them cook. How long have I been doing this? August 18th of 2017 was my first video. 14 months. I'm not a big YouTuber. I can tell you that there, Picker. Yeah. All right, you talking. Probably meant to say Pusa. Oh. Yeah, I know you're stroking my ego. That's right. Yeah. I'm not near as big as the Pick a Rick One show. You like chili any way you find it? It is good, man. It was good. I put mild, or they called tamed, sliced jalapenos, pickled jalapenos in it. Uh, Regular Roma tomatoes I diced up and put in there. I took a can or a jar of home uh, canned stewed tomatoes. I threw them in my blender and I actually made tomato juice with them, or I blended them up, and I poured that in. I put a little sugar in there, with that tomato juice because they do have a little high acid taste to them. So I put a little sugar in there to tame that acid on that juice. And I tell you what, man, that chili turned out excellent. And I just made some the other day, and I made it. I did the same way, but I fried the hamburger up here. It didn't have the chili spiced ground beef, but I made it with ground beef, and then I took a strip steak and I cut it all up and I cooked that up and I put that in with it. So regular sugar, just a little bit of a couple about a tablespoon of sugar for a quart jar of tomatoes, tomato juice. Not a lot, not enough to make it sweet or anything like that, but what it does is it kills the acid in it. So, and when it was all said and done, I got an 8-quart Dutch oven. We had about 6 quarts in it, so you'd never taste that sugar anyway. It is good in the winter. You're right, David. You should make menudo. Well, um, I've never had menudo. I probably will try it one of these days, but you use leftover meatloaf one time. Well, that sounds pretty cool. So, so I know a lot of people like menudo, so they even like the band menudo. So you guys haven't heard that in a long time, have you? The menudo band. Now, when I fry up the hamburger or the ground beef, or whatever you guys want to call it, I actually I'll put some garlic pepper, some salt, and garlic powder, some salt and pepper, paprika, chili powder, and I throw in a couple of, no, 3 or 4 bouillon cubes and let it cook with that. And that gives that beef an extra little flavor when you're doing the chili. Oh. Ian, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. If you guys don't know who Ian is, go ahead and check him out. He's got a good channel. He's from across the pond. Got a good channel. Oh, I bet that was great. Yeah, I will. I will. I just gotta go to Walmart today or tomorrow or whatever, and I'll check. Yeah, the other day some store had tripe, honeycomb tripe on sale. It was like 99 cents a pound, and I got to looking at it, and I'm thinking, what is, and then I realized what tripe was. Yeah. You're welcome, Ian. You're welcome. So, I know a lot of people like menudo, so a lot of people like chitlins too, man. I just cannot force myself to eat the business end of a cow or a pig or whatever. Pig, yeah, I think it is pork chitlins, yeah. Oh. That trope and vinegar or tripe and vinegar. Yeah, you're with me on that one. Yeah, I see chitlins all the time in the store, and I see people buying it. I just, I don't know. I just can't force myself to do that. I'd have to be damn hungry, and I'm talking damn hungry to do chitlins. Now the tripe, the menudo. I've heard a lot of good stuff about menudo, and I probably would try that. You're gonna make an experimental Thanksgiving menudo? That's pretty cool. Yes, I do eat liver. But liver's totally different. I no. Well, um, Rock G, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever, Rock. How are you doing today? Anybody that would eat that would chase girls. You're right, Ozark. You're right. Embark at the moon. That's right. Chicken livers. I love chicken livers. I used to eat turkey liver, beef liver. I've never had pork liver, but I'm glad you're doing good. Straight and narrow still, Rock. Hopefully. There you go. Beef feet, oxtails, and I've had oxtail. I like oxtail. I've never had pig's feet or beef feet or tripe. And hominy. I had hominy when I was a kid and got sick on it. You couldn't get me to eat hominy now. So, and brains. So, you just go ahead. You can eat all that stuff you want there, Big Steve. That's good. I'm glad you're staying at the straight and narrow there, Rock. Proud of you. I really am. You missed going moose hunting this year? Well, I'm glad. Well, I'm sure Moose Knuckle would be glad to hear that you missed going hunting this year. Chicken livers and onions, yeah. You also love beef testicle, cooked or raw. You like them hanging still? I'm just kidding with you, Big Steve. You know that. If you guys watched my videos, you'll see that we went to a testicle festival last March. I didn't partake, but the missus did. Oh. They had testicles and they had gizzards, and she got both. And she said, "You want any?" I said, "Nope. I love gizzards, but I ain't eating them if they're fried in the same oil as the testes were." Welcome back, Bama Grits. Nice to have you here again. Nope. There's just some things I will not eat. Sorry. My manhood keeps me from eating that. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now, Big Steve. Um, you know the old saying that uh, what's his name? Terry Funk says to Patrick Swayze on Roadhouse when after the fight. He said, "What's up with you? I heard you had balls big enough to come in a dump truck." Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel sorry for the bulls, and their little things they got there. So they ain't happening to me. No. Good morning, East Dad. Nice to have you here. Huh. All right there, Pussy. You have yourself a great day, man. Cheers to you. You better watch it there, Big Steve. Bobby's going to get upset with you. It's good to see you too, East Dad. How have you been? Oh, yeah, sure. No one ever found the eyes. That's right. Well, at least you're keeping busy there, East Dad. So you just stay there, rock on the straight and narrow. Don't let it get you down. Take some oral gel and put on that. That'll help deaden the pain. Yep. Put some oil gel on it. You know, in fact, you put some oil gel on it, you won't think it'll work. Then put a little more on it. And about 5 minutes later, put a little more on it. After about 15, 20 minutes, you're putting it on every couple of minutes. It'll start to deaden the pain, and you won't feel it for a couple hours. Just put a little bit on, and it'll start to work. It's magic. Then you put a little more on, it'll start to work a little bit better. And you just keep doing it. A lot of people, they put it on, well, it doesn't work. Well, you got to keep applying it on there until it's deadened the pain enough. So. Yep. Idle Time's a Devil's Workshop. You're right. I pulled 14 of my own teeth out. Okay, not all at once, but over a course of about 4 months, 5 months, I pulled 14 of my own teeth out. And I would take Orajel and on a Q-tip and wipe it around the tooth. Wait a couple minutes, wipe it around the tooth again. Wait a couple more minutes, wipe it around the tooth again until it was numb. And I'd reach in there with a pair of hook needle nose pliers and pull it right out. People don't realize, the tooth only hurts while it's in there. You jerk it out, it quits hurting. So I never had an air pocket or anything like that. Never had a problem one with them. So if you're in the neighborhood for $29.95, I'll jerk them teeth out one at a time. That's $29.95 a piece. That's about $140 cheaper than the dentist do it. No, it does. When you pull your tooth out, it stops hurting because the nerve is what's causing the pain. When you pull it out, as long as you pull a tooth out and you don't break the nerve off inside your gum, you're fine. So. So anybody got anything else they'd like to talk about other than tooth pain? Hey, Bobby, better watch old Big Steve. He's trying to hit on Tammy. I caught him. I told him. He says he's just being polite. Yeah, you can put super glue on it. Make sure you don't put anything else near that when you're putting it on there. So. Better watch him. Well, I can take a lot of pain, I guess, but I hurt, you know, just like everybody else. Big Steve's trying to steal Tammy Sprinkle from Bobby. We all seen it. I'm trying to see what that emoji is that you put up there, East Dad. I have to. Uh, I had to. Oh, okay. We all know it's just fun and games, Big Steve. All right, there, East Dad. You have a great day, man. We'll see you later. Take care. Um, Not right now. I don't. I am gonna do an onion soup mix video. How to make onion soup mix. Good morning, Sandra. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Um, I just got done with the dehydrated onions. I got the video and everything. I'm ready to up. I got it partially uploaded. I had shut it down, so I'm gonna have to re-upload it again. But it's about halfway uploaded. So, but that took about 36 hours to dehydrate. Well, it took 3 days to dehydrate around. I started with like 27 pounds of onions. By the time I peeled them and stuff, it was probably around 20 pounds of onions. So, and that is right there, roughly about 20 pounds of onions dehydrated. So I got to get them into. I'm going to use part of them to do the onion soup mix, and then the rest of them, I'm going to powder and make it into onion powder. So, or not most of them. And then some of them I'm just going to use as onion flakes or whatever. I still got a box of tomatoes in the refrigerator. I got to do something with. I think I want to dehydrate them. And I've got roughly about 40 pounds of potatoes. I wanted to dehydrate those too, but I don't know. They're all golden potatoes. And I got, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds of carrots that I've got to get done. I'd like to, but again, I can't do that. So I could put, The ones that you buy from the store on them, I can't do it with these, but I can do the ones from the store. So. And that would probably go over good. People would probably like those on a hot dog. I don't know. Look at that. Your own homemade White Castle burgers. There you go. Yeah. J Dog, how you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Oh, let's see. The Skitter Bottom Cooking Show. That looks pretty cool. You guys don't know who J Dog is? Check out his channel. Good morning, Kelly. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Yeah, I think I'm done with coffee. I've had my 3 cups. Tortured some harmless food yesterday. Hey, as long as it tasted good when you was eating it. From what, Big Steve? Oh, by the way, Ozark, I don't know if he left you a comment, but he said he liked your video with your green beans and the eggs. So, oh, from the coffee? No. Yeah, he seen your vid. He come in. He left, went and watched your vid, and he come back and said he's watched it and he liked it. You're having coffee? Well, that's great. I just had I just had 3 small cups. 3 small cups. You got snow? Where you live at? You're in Maine, ain't you? Upstate New York? Oh, you live in the uppity up part. Upstate New York. You were gone, Steve. I think you were passed out again, in one of your many naps you take. Because if you remember, well, you weren't just a dusting. I sat right here and said, call him Big Steve. Big Steve to the office. Call him Big Steve. Big Steve to the office. So evidently you weren't here. You were sleeping. You were AOL. AWOL, excuse me. AWOL. Absent without leave. There will be uh, some kind of yeah, very small. Uh, there will be some kind of uh, penalty for you for not being around. This is Big Steve. I know him so well. You know what? Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you. That's Big Steve. I try to get a nap in every day, but I can't sometimes. You don't have that sleep disorder. Yeah. I used to have a science teacher, and this is no lie. He would go to the chalkboard and he'd start writing something, and he'd be like that for 10 minutes. And we'd all sit there and just watch. Because you know what happened? He fell asleep. The guy was so boring, he bored himself to sleep. And we'd sit there and say, hey, Mr. Isley, you okay? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just in thought. Yeah, thought my ass, you were sleeping. Standing up, sleeping with his hand against the chalkboard. Yeah. And what was really funny is we'd all he had lunch right before I had his class. And yeah, it's um, Ozark Johnkins. Uh, that's the one that was looking at Big Steve's green beans and eggs. Anyways, he had lunch right before we had his class, and he'd always lock his classroom door. Well, I had particularly strong hand strength and wrist strength, and I would go right over, grab that handle on that door, the knob, and twist, and I could get that door to open. Nobody else could do it, but I could do it. So he'd get there, and the door would be wide open. Everybody'd be sitting in, and he's looking, and the door's still locked. Because I didn't unlock it. All I did is I could twist it enough to make it come past the striker. And he was looking at me like, one day, like he knew that I was doing it, but he couldn't prove it. So made a target for spit wads. Yeah. Huh. You talking about that neck pillow? Now, when I sleep, I have to have my arm on a pillow because the arthritis hurts so bad. You know, when I move it during the night, I take a pillow and I cradle my arm in the pillow, and it helps it because I bump it in the middle of the night, and it makes you feel alive. I'm telling you. So, well, Big Steve, you come here. I'll cradle your neck if you want me to. Or Kathy will. I'm sure Kathy will hold your neck in place for you with her two little hands. Well, you just graduated from high school a little bit ago, didn't you, Sandra? What are you, 35? Big Steve sent me a photo. Oh, I'd show it there, Big Steve, but I can't because if I do, it'll show some other stuff I sent you. So, and we don't want to show that. We get in trouble. 47? Oh, I got blue jeans older than you. That's right. They're still really young. 47. How old are you, J Dog? I think I'm probably, besides Junkyard, I'm probably the oldest one in here. And Picker Rick, I'm older than Picker Rick. Pretty sure I'm older than David Hume. Hmm. Huh? I couldn't hear you. Oh, Oh, 762. Okay, so you're older than me by 8 months. 7 months actually. 7/15/63. Oh, you had a pet dinosaur? So was mine. I had a pet dinosaur too. His name was T Rex. Oh, give me a minute. I gotta go to the little boy's room again, or well, my teeth won't be floating because I don't have any, but something will be floating. So I'll be right back.
Oh,
All right, I'll go get it. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So, stowed away on the boat. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Microdots. Hey, that would have been a party to go to, huh? There, J Dog. The Robin Nee Show. How you doing? Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. You had a live stream yesterday, didn't you? But by the time I got it, or like I was looking on, I had my channel up and I was looking, went to look for the live streams, and by the time I got to that, your live stream was over with yesterday. Am I correct? Because I believe it was the Robin Nee Show had a live stream yesterday. I missed that one. I missed the Pusa, and there was another one. So I don't know what's going up with the notifications, or when it says that the live stream is on, because these were over for probably an hour before I even got it. So I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but I thought you had a live show yesterday. Maybe it's somebody else I'm thinking of because there was a few of them yesterday I went to go to and they were already over with. So I don't get to go to as many as I like. So I didn't go. I had to go take a tinkle, Big Steve, if you really must know. Okay. But by the time I got by the time I seen it was on my channel, it was already over with. It'd been over with for about an hour, I guess. Change your time on your live stream? Okay. Well, remember, tomorrow Bobby Sprinkle's having a live stream in the morning because I will not be here. Yes, I do if I did. I even wash my hands there, Big Steve. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Yes, sure is. Anybody got anything they want to add? Yep, time for you. Okay, JD. You have a great one. Or J Dogs, I'm sorry. You have a great one, man. Take care. Sleep well. So what time is your live stream tomorrow there, Bobby? Or did you change your time on your live stream today? Yeah, I appreciate the concern. You're right there, Sandra. Yeah. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about? We got about 19 more minutes. I'm just sitting here rambling on. I have no clue what you guys want to talk about. Tell you what, though, I got them dehydrated onions right there, man. You can smell them, and they smell good.
Papa.
No. Well, there's a nutty bar right up here.
Don't worry about it. Sit down. No, you're not.
If I was, I would be inspecting. And I would fill out a 22-page report there, Big Steve, and send you the results. Margie Yeomans, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. You have a blessed weekend too, and I'll tell her as soon as she comes walking back. Okay. So you changed it to 8 o'clock. All right, Central Time. So that would be 9 o'clock my time. All right there, Sandra. You have a great day. We'll see you later. God bless to you. You get them back. There you go. Margie Yeoman said hello and have a blessed weekend to you. It's around 45 degrees, I think, today. Um, it's 43 right now, high of 50, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So um, it's cloudy, but it's nice. It ain't bad. Michigan weather. Oh, okay. 6. All right. You're on from 6 p.m. Central to 8 o'clock. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Hopefully it don't rain too much. Anybody's interested in any Iron Dog apparel? Or if anybody's interested in any Grab a Dog apparel, I was just at a live stream yesterday with Ben Avery, or not Ben Avery, Ben from Ben's Hot Dogs, Ben's Hot Dog Carts. This guy sells 1 million hot dogs a year. Um, I I posted on there, from Grab a Dog, and I was the very first one to post on, and he read my name. He said, "Man, I like that name." Well, thank you. But the guy tells you, learnhotdogs.com. A hot dog saved my life. The guy's wrote a few books. He went from being on welfare with 8 kids to he's a millionaire now. And he started selling hot dogs and started making money. Then he started making carts, went into building carts. And now he sells hot dog carts and hot dogs. He does instructional videos. He has a bunch of other stuff. So he's really learned to, expand. So how you like living near the ocean? You hear the waves crashing? Yeah. I used to love listening to that the Indian music, or the sounds of the waves and stuff like that. Then and I'd just sit there, close my eyes, and listen to that stuff, and I'd feel so relaxed. It was pathetic. Need a crowbar to pry your bed, your body from the bed. Well, I know how it is. Sometimes it's just too comfortable to get out of. So, just so you just all snuggled up, just like like a cocoon, like a baby wrapped up in a warm blankie. Now, when I sleep, I don't like my feet covered with a blanket because I don't know, for some reason, it just feels like, it's 2 ton of weight sitting on my toes or something like that, and I can't have it. So I don't know. I'll cover my head and leave my feet uncovered. I don't know. Well, that's good there. I'm glad you're adapting. So, after I leave out of here, I gotta get my dishes done, make up some sloppy joes. I got a bunch of stuff I put in the garage in front of the cart, so I got to move all that out, get the cart out, put everything back in the garage, and put the cart back in. So in the morning, all I got to do is pull the cart out. So keep rocking and rolling, dog. That's right. Carry on. Okay, there, Sandra. I just read that. So, well, thank you, Margie. I tell you what, I really was impressed with the Dutch oven chili. Man, I tell you what, I've had chili in my lifetime, but that was the best chili I ever had when I made it with a Dutch oven. Out there on an open fire, um, you know, and it was just excellent. I made chili the other day in a stock pot. It was almost as good. It wasn't as good, but it was almost as good as the Dutch oven chili. I still be a master chef? No, there's no way I'll ever be a master chef. I'm just a chief cook and bottle washer here. I'll never be as good as you are, John. I can tell you that. But I've never been trained, so I just most of the stuff I make, I experiment with. So, trust me, there's been some times I made some stuff that wasn't fit to eat. So I got a hair, a tickle in my nose, and it's not coming. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. Well, thank you, Jeff or John. Excuse me. Thank you. I try. I try to make some decent looking meals or some decent tasting stuff. Um, I made spaghetti the other night, and I took some good quality ground beef, and I started to season it with. I seasoned it with garlic powder and salt and pepper, some paprika, and some onion powder, and I fried it all up. Drained the oil on it, the grease out of it real good, and then mixed it with some spaghetti sauce and made some. It actually made some good spaghetti sauce. Pinto beans and cornbread. Oh, that sounds good. I got a couple bags of pintos in the cupboard. It was really good. Unfortunately, spaghetti has a some kind of problem with me after I've had that operation. I eat spaghetti and I start to get oh I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't set with me. Okay, so I'll eat spaghetti. I'll eat a few bites, and then I gotta push the plate away, and I'll sit here like for 20 minutes, bent over until my stomach acclimates to the spaghetti. For some reason, it just I don't know if it's the spaghetti sauce, if it's the spaghetti noodles, or whatever it is, but I got to wait till my stomach gets used to it, and then I can eat. Uh, I and by the time I get ready to eat, the spaghetti is cold. I don't even warm it up. I just eat it. So, and it could be the acids, but I don't know if it's that or what it is. But um, I eat a bunch of other stuff with a bunch of tomatoes in it and stuff like that, and I don't have that problem. There you go. Bean tacos. Now, everybody here likes refried beans on their tacos. Okay. When I grew up, we didn't have refried beans on our tacos. My mom would make chili beans or get, cans of chili beans, warm them up, smash them up, and that's what we had on our tacos. And I've always liked chili beans on my tacos. You know, so everybody else here eats it with refried. I will too, but I'd rather have chili beans. Um, that's probably what it is. It's probably the garlic. So I don't know, or it could be the acid in the tomatoes, but or the tomato sauce. But it takes a while, and I'll put garlic powder and tomato sauce and goulash and all that other stuff, and that doesn't bother me. I don't know what it is. Um, and it's not like the spaghetti noodles are 20 inches long or anything. I break them up and chew them up, so I don't know what it is. So, but spaghetti, there's just a few other things that do it to me like that. So, yeah, them golden years aren't worth a darn anymore, are they, Margie? No. All I know is I used to be, strong as an ox and everything else, and now I'm so weak I can barely twist off a bottle cap. I don't have any hand strength. I don't have any wrist strength. Uh, you know, 35, 40 pounds picking up something like that, that's about all I can lift. Refry them in Crisco, that sounds pretty cool. I do love spicy food. And, like chili doesn't bother me. And in fact, my doctors tell me to eat all the chili I can because of all the protein. You got the meat has protein, the beans have protein. Um, I was on 110 grams of protein a day because I had some injuries, and in order to heal, you got to have protein. Protein makes you heal faster. So, and back then I wasn't. my basic meal was, if I ate a cheeseburger or a hamburger from McDonald's or whatever, I had to, eat that in almost 2 meals because I couldn't eat, a whole hamburger. So you try to eat 110 grams of protein a day, at that rate. It's like eating 12 or 15 times a day. You'd eat, and 20 minutes later, you got to eat something again. And it was constantly. I'd eat a bowl of chili, or a cup of chili. 20 minutes later, I'd eat another cup of chili because I couldn't eat any more of that at that time. When I first had the operation, you know, 3 or 4 spoons of something, and that's all I could eat. So, when I had a gastro bypass, if you guys are wondering, so I lost 150 some pounds. I'm still trying to lose more, so I'd like to get down to a slim trim 225. That would be nice. But yep, you can eliminate me from the Boston Strangler suspect. You're right, because I can't strangle nothing. I'm barely lucky if I can lift my arms up high enough to put them around somebody's neck. So. Yeah, I'm not, I'm half the guy I used to be. I mean, as far as strength wise. It's actually pretty scary because, I used to be, it wasn't nothing. I could go over and pick up 300 pounds off the ground with no problem. Right now I pick up 40 pounds. I wonder, wow, how could I ever do that? So. All right, everybody. It is 9:29. I'm going to get out of here. 9:30. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Have a safe one. Prayers and peace be with you. I appreciate all of you guys being in here. I really do. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate your friendship. I really do. It really makes my day. I have fun. What do you mean, never mind? Iron Dog is on the run. Yeah. Yeah, you can pick up 500 pounds. You go to the bank. That's right. Yep. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. God bless to y'all. I do appreciate it. I really do. Like I said, I will not be here tomorrow. I got to be gone. So I've got a hot dog event tomorrow. And I don't have one, I don't believe next Saturday, but I have one the Saturday after. So y'all have a safe weekend. And, just be careful. God bless to y'all.